Now with a GMA Health Alert, April is National Stress Awareness Month, and a new report is shedding light on how certain relaxation techniques can fight stress and reduce the risk of high blood pressure. So let's go ahead and bring in ABC medical correspondent Dr. Darien Sutton with what you need to know. Dr. D, fill us in. What did the study find?
Well, we first have to start with the connection between stress and blood pressure. I think it's so important. We talk about it all the time. Blood pressure, we often know what things can reduce it. We talk about our diet. We talk about stopping smoking and having exercise. But a risk factor that we don't talk about enough is stress. When we are stressed, we all know what it feels like, at least in our heads, but in our bodies, it increases our heart rate, it narrows our blood pressure or our blood vessels, and in turn increases our blood pressure. And momentary stress, for example, if you're sitting in a movie theater and you hear a code word and everyone starts throwing popcorn, that's just momentary stress. But chronic, enduring stress can negatively affect our heart, our brain, our kidneys, and in turn increase our risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even dementia. So in this study, it was a large meta-analysis. They pooled over 50 studies, and they found that there were various relaxation techniques that had a meaningful drop in blood pressure, get this, by up to 10 points, and that is incredibly significant.
So talk about those techniques. I mean, Mr. Key West right here, he knows how to relax. But for the rest of us, give us some tips.
Well, you know, there are basic things that you can do, and the most important part is that most of these things you can do right at home. For example, just basic exercises like yoga, even mindfulness or meditative walks can help to reduce your blood pressure, even listening to your favorite music. And I looked into this. It doesn't matter what it is as long as it's your favorite.
Okay, and therapy, very important.
So important.
Yeah, how do we find the right one?
Yeah, psychotherapy was also reviewed in this, and that was also associated with a meaningful drop, albeit these changes were just for 3 months, so we have to wait for long-term studies. But if you're looking for a therapist, and this is so important, you want to make sure, number one, to ask around. Asking your friends about their therapist, that's how I found mine. Also checking to see what their expertise is, and knowing that there are various people who can provide therapy. That includes not only doctors, but nurse practitioners, physician assistants. And you also want to check for your insurance to make sure that you know what your coverage is and you know what the limits are. Yeah. And then again, shop around. It's so important.
I love that you just said that you, as a doctor, you have a therapist.
Absolutely. Yes. Have you seen The Pit? Emergency medicine is difficult.
Yeah. Stress is unavoidable for all of us. Thank you so much, Dr. Darien.